Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for being here today. We have our chorus from Smallwood Elementary that are going to begin the program. And I'd like to just introduce you to the two conductors of the chorus. Mrs. Julie Furlong teaches general music and chorus to students in grades K through 5 at Smallwood Elementary in the Amherst Central School District. Julie received her bachelor's degree in music education from SUNY Fredonia and her master's degree from the University at Buffalo, studying education with a music concentration. She's a member and a presenter for ECMEA this month, and she's on the BPO Education Committee. Julie is a past recipient of the BPO ECMEA Award for Excellence in Music Education. She's an active member of the Smallwood School community, serving on the Mindfulness and Behavior Committees, as well as directing the Faculty Sing-Off show and the annual school musical. That sounds fun. Julie lives in Orchard Park with her husband Mike, 4 crazy children, and their cat, Mr. Quigley. The other conductor is Mrs. Ada Wolfinger. She teaches pre-K through 5th grade classroom music and 3rd grade through 5th grade chorus at both Windermere Boulevard School and Smallwood Drive School. She's a member of ECMEA this month and both the Gordon Institute of Music Learning and the Western New York Orff Schuler Association. Ada earned her Bachelor's of Music Education and her Master's of Music Education from SUNY Fredonia. She is grateful for her talented and professional colleagues and is honored to be presenting and serving as co-chair with them on this event. When not teaching, Ada can often be found volunteering for PTA events, school fundraisers, and assisting with the WBS musical. At home, she enjoys camping, traveling, painting, and driving the mom bus. Ada resides in Amherst with her husband Nick, 2 children, and dog Aladdin. Classic. Okay, Smallwood Drive. Come on up, Smallwood Chorus. They're gonna get us started.
Fiddle
this school. Windermere. Ms. Patricia Nelson enjoys teaching pre-K through 5th grade vocal music right here at Windermere Boulevard School in the Amherst School District. She attained 3 certification levels on the oral approach from the Eastman School of Music and very much enjoys using this instructional method in her classroom. Imaginative play is the foundation for her lesson planning, and she feels very fortunate to work in a district that values this type of instruction. Ms. Sills has a Bachelor of Music Ed, voice degree from Houghton College, and a Master of Music Education degree from SUNY Fredonia. She enjoys singing with the Vocales Chamber Choir and the St. Paul's Cathedral Choir in Buffalo, and the Women's Choir of Buffalo. She also serves on the board of directors of the Greater Buffalo Friends of Music, and she is a past recipient of the SUNY Buffalo State General Music Educator of the Year Award. Ms. Sills happily resides with her husband, Rob Patterson, in North Buffalo.
Can you stand up, boys and girls? I don't know why it's not any better. Well, this is our song about music class. If we can get into play, that'd be awesome. It played yesterday when we were checking it all out. If not, we can do a cappella. I think we can do a cappella. Okay, so Roddy, remember the little song I taught you? Yeah, it's about what we do in music class, okay? So, right? In music class, we sing and chant, play lots of instruments, move and dance, create performances, read notation, cooperation, learn and have fun with songs from everywhere. Nice job. That's sometimes how we start our music class. And if you will have a seat, I'm going to show you just little snippets of different things that we do in the music classroom. I always like to also include their names a lot of times. This isn't working either. Thank you, Ms. Wilfinger. Next slide, please. Okay. So here's what we've been working on so far this year, a pre-assessment of steady beat and pitch matching skills. Of course, I'm always looking at everything that their skill set has, but these are more of the focus elements. We're feeling, performing, and labeling steady beat in various tempos and meters, and we're identifying and performing melodic direction a lot with our songs lately. With our movement, with our voices, and with pitched percussion instruments. So those are the things that we're going to focus on today to show you today. Next slide, please. Beautiful. So I'm going to go grab my guitar, and one of the songs that we were having fun with is called Riding on the Railway. Riding on the Railroad. Railway. Okay, here we go. Ready? Can you keep a steady beat right on your left? Riding on the railway, riding on the railway, riding on the railway, will you come with me? Yes, I'll come with you. I love that you used your singing voice, Max. Will you get an instrument and become my new caboose? And I'm looking for those steady beats on instruments. Alright, so will you follow me, Max? Here we go. Riding on the railway, riding on the railway, riding on the railway, will you come with me? Thanks, Jack. Will you get an instrument and follow me? Who's got that beat? Let's see what it sounds like on a castanet. Riding on the railway, riding on the railway, riding on the railway, will you come with me? Thanks, Anastasia. Will you be my caboose? Riding on the railway, riding on the railway, riding on the railway, will you come with me? So nice here. Will you go ahead and follow me? Be my caboose. Riding on the railway, riding on the railway, riding on the railway, will you come with me? I love it. This will be our last one, so go ahead and grab a instrument because the other kids are going to help me show some different hello songs, okay? Riding on the railway, riding on the railway, riding on the railway. Thanks for coming with me. Yeah, nice job. Beautiful singing, beautiful steady beat. The next slide, please. I love it. Now this one might not use their singing voice or their steady beat. However, it is reinforcing melodic direction. So I'm going to go ahead and give this to someone who would like to do that, hasn't done anything yet. Ari, you didn't do anything yet, right? Beautiful. Let me get you some space to work with. I know you want to all help me with it. All right. You need a little movement space. And Ari, when you hear the up and down of the piano motions, will you go ahead and show that with your leaf? Ready? Who has got an autumn leaf? Ari's got an autumn leaf. The leaf flies up, the leaf flies down. The leaf flies over to Sam Brady's town. Raise your hand if you're Sam Brady. They're from 3 different classes. They might not know each other. Who has got an autumn leaf? Sam Brady's got an autumn leaf. The leaf flies up, the leaf flies down. The leaf flies over to Reagan's town. Who has got an autumn leaf? Reagan's got an autumn leaf. The leaf flies up, the leaf flies down. The leaf flies back to Miss Hill's town. Nice, we're just going to show these little snippets of songs, right? But if you didn't get a turn to do something yet, raise your hand. I love it. First, I'm going to make your voices go up and down. So, can you click to the next side? I already lost my clicker. This happens in my classroom like every hour. Okay. All right, so ready? Can your voices go up and down with my scarf? Ready? Ooh, nice. I'm going to do that again. Ooh, ghost so scary, ghost so white. Don't scare Josiah on Halloween night. Nice, Josiah. Will you make the kids' voices go up and down a couple of times? Go up and down. Ooh, ooh. Ghost so scary, ghost so white. Don't scare Lucas J on Halloween night. I'm just trying to find the kids that didn't do anything. Would you like a turn, Lucas J? Ghost so scary. Oh, can you make our voices go up and down first? Ready? Woo! Woo! Ghost so scary, ghost so white. Don't scare Asen on Halloween night. Asen, can you make our voices go up and down? Ready? Let's try it. Ready? Go ahead. Woo! Woo! Ghost so scary, ghost so white. Don't scare Max on Halloween night. Did you have a turn already, Max? Oh, sorry. How about Michael? Did he have a turn yet? Hey, Michael, can you make our voices go up and down? Ready? Here we go. Woo! Woo! Ghost so scary, ghost so white. Don't scare Madison on Halloween night. Ready? Woo! first graders of Mrs. Licata's class helped me make up some motions for this song to show the contour of the melody. So they helped me with these motions. Do you want to try them with me? They go like this. Jack-o'-lantern, orange and yellow. Jack-o'-lantern, bonny fellow, shining in the night with your candlelight, scaring all the witches with your boo, boo, boo. And then to make it a name song, I might sing it. Sand, radio lantern, radio lantern, orange and yellow. Hugh, oh lantern, Elizabeth, oh lantern, bonny fellow, shining in the night with your candlelight, scaring all the witches with your boo, boo, boo. But it doesn't sound as funny with this kid's name. His name's Jack. So anyways, thanks. So that's that one, and now we're gonna do a little hickory dickory dock. Okay, so first don't get any instruments out yet. We're gonna show the audience our motions first. Okay, so how about if you're on an orange dock, can you face the audience, orange dock kids? So we can all face the audience. I bet you could do this without my help, but I'll help you. Start with a crouch position. We're going to show the melodic contour again, because it goes up and down a lot, that mouse. He likes to run up and down, so let's show that. Ready? First, we're going to just do a steady beat like this. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Hickory, dickory, dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The mouse ran down. Hickory, dickory, dock, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, stop. Ooh, let's have that steady beat on some instruments, and let's have that up and down sound on some instruments. If you're at a red dot, will you set up a step bell, or if you have the finger solo part, do you know what to do, Michael, for that part? And then if you're on a blue dot, can you grab 2 boom wipers? And if you're on a green dot, there are some wood blocks for you to keep that sound. Let's see if we can find that steady beat you did with your head with the instruments. Okay, ready? Now here's the steady beat. If you have wood blocks or boom whackers, wood blocks or boom whackers, wood blocks or boom whackers, step fast, can you wait? Wood blocks or boom whackers, wood blocks or boom whackers, hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. Beautiful. Now this is the step bell part. Go ahead, step bells, go up. Nice. Ready, Michael? The clock struck one. Nice. The mouse ran down. Step bell part. And steady beat part. Hickory dickory dock. Tock, 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 tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, step. Ooh, I love that. Nice job. They did a great job. Normally we would rotate through all the centers so all of them get a chance to do all of those things. But go ahead and have a moment of joy with your instrument for just a moment. A moment of joy before you put it away. I love it. And stop. Thank you. Can you put your instrument back where you found it? Because we're not done yet. But we gotta be done soon. Here we go. Wherever you find it, and then go back and sit right on your dot. I have one more thing to show the audience before it's time for us to go. So how about you fold up your step bell and put it right behind you. My step bell's kind of weird looking, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't look the same as yours. There's a black note in mine. Yeah. Did you ever see black notes on a piano keyboard? That's those kind. All right. So can the instruments go behind you, red row? And then blue row, have a seat. I have a little song for you to listen to. And you're going to close your eyes. Normally I'd let them hear the whole thing, but they've heard it before. You're just going to close your eyes. And if you think the melody goes up, will you point towards the ceiling? And if you think the melody goes down, point towards the floor. And then you're going to watch me for the answer, because I'm going to play it right on my step bell over here. It goes like this. I have a black cat. Will you show me up or down if you thought that went up or down? I have a black cat. And it's okay that I'm seeing both answers. That is quite normal. And now, I don't know if you can all see me, but which one did that actually do? It went down. It went down. Good one. All right, here's the next one. Ready? My black cat is big and fat. Show me up or down. Okay, you can check your answer. Ready? My black cat is big and fat. That one went up. Good job. I am a black cat. Nice. Here's the answer. Black cat. Down. Yeah. Ready? Close your eyes again. My cat wears a witch's hat. Check your answer. My cat wears a witch's hat. Yeah! Up that time. I have a black cat. Bumpity bump one. I can't fool you guys. I have a black cat. That always goes down, doesn't it, Jeff? You got it. She jumped up to catch a bat. There's a clue in there, isn't there? Ready? Check your answer. She jumped up to catch a bat. Nice. I have a black cat. Uppity bum bum. Up or down? Look at your answer. Uppity bum bum. I have a black cat. Last one. She sleeps on the welcome mat. This one's tricky. Watch the answer for this one. She sleeps on the welcome mat. That one goes down. It tricks some people. That's okay. Ready? Can you snore with me? And skip! Nice. I love that. So they just did this part in another lesson, which we don't have time for today. We would add the motions that go with that song, just to reinforce. I guess we have time for that because it's so short. Can you just stand up? It'll be our last thing today. Ready? So, our cat is really heavy. It's slowing us, making us go down. I have a black cat. I have a black cat. My black cat is big and fat. I have a black cat. I have a black cat. My cat wears a witch's hat. I have a black cat. I have a black cat. She jumped up to catch a bat. I have a black cat. sleeps on the welcome mat. Nice job. And another day we would add some steady beat instruments to that as well. But that is all we have time for today. That is a slice of what it looks like in Ms. Hill's music room. They were kind, they were respectful, they were safe, and they did their best. Those are our school rules as well. So I'm very proud of them today. Thank you, everyone. And we love that. Thank you. And you are free to go with your parents at this time. Parents of first graders, it's optional. You may stay for the rest, or if you can't stay, we understand. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Windermere, first graders, good job. Thank you for being here. The chorus is coming back.
Next, we have Mr. James DesJardins. James DesJardins holds a BM from SUNY College at Buffalo and a Master of Music from SUNY College of Fredonia, both in music education. He has also earned specialized music certifications from the University at St. Thomas and from SUNY Buffalo in Orff Schulwerk and music learning theory, respectively. He has taught classroom music and chorus in upstate New York since 2006, and he is a registered Music Together teacher. Mr. DesJardins is highly involved in the music education community at local, state, and national levels. He has served as a board member for his local chapter of the American Orchestral Work Association, and he has been the Classroom Music Festival co-chair for the Erie County Music Educators Association since 2010. He is a frequent honors ensemble adjudicator, guest conductor, and conference presenter, and guest lecturer on the topic of elementary music education and choral studies. He was the 2017 recipient of the ECMEA Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra Award for Excellence in Music Education and the Buffalo State University General Music Teacher of the Year in 2023. Mr. DesJardins remains active in many creative endeavors. He is a published composer-arranger with Carl Fisher Music and Boozy and Hawks. He has served as composer in residence for the Buffalo Niagara Youth Chorus. He is a contributing author to the newly released Q&A for MLT, Choral Music Perspectives on Music Learning Theory. He has been a church musician and soloist for over 3 decades. He offers music resources at elementarymusicteacher.com, and he enjoys exploring his city with his wife, Julian, and their son, Luke.
Okay, guys, can you stand up? See if you can see me. See if you can see me. Okay, we're still this here. Let's actually do it here. Let's move the top, move the top. All right. Can you see me? Face this way. There you go. We're not even facing the audience. Okay, let's see if this thing works. Okay. See if we hear some drum sounds. Just copy me. That's right, got back up. Got back up. All right. Where's the audio plug in? Plug it in right here. Let's see. I hear something. Yeah. Oh, all right. How's that? Ooh. All right. We're getting sassy over there already. All right. As we go through these, see if you can tell which one we're doing. Number 1 or number 2. I'll try not to go in order too much. All right. That's your quiz if you're in the audience. Okay, guys. Breathe like this. Turtle. Perfect. Open the book. Close the book. Open. Woo. Climb the wall. Try to look at one of your thumbs while you climb the wall. Perfect. Turtle. Open the book. Make an 8, an infinity 8, like this. Follow your finger with your eyes. Okay. Ooh. Starfish. Starfish. The classic. I think the other two audio are in there also someplace. All right, we're making it work, right? So my goal is to help us. Ooh. Thanks, Ms. Wolfinger. These are some of my guidelines to help us move safely, right, in the music room. So I say this: keep yourself to yourself. Go your own way. Move so silently and have a great day. When we're doing locomotor movement, this is my general set of expectations. And I'll show you how we make this a reality. Okay, can you go to the next one for me, Ms. Wolfinger? All right, this is our first activity. Show me one finger. Who can move one finger without even a sound? Stop when the drum stops. Fingers dancing. One finger dancing. One finger dancing. Stop. Thumbs up if you did that without any noises. Moving silently. Good job. How about your shoulders dancing? Shoulders dancing. Elbows dancing. Elbow dancing. You're welcome to jump in the audience, wherever you want, if you want to. And some people go to the chicken dance immediately. Backs are dancing. Backs are dancing. Backs are dancing. Stop. Good job. Thumbs up if you did it with no noises. Silently. That's really hard to do. This time I won't make any noises. I want to see if you can do it like this. Watch how I move around the whole space like this. Walking, walking. Walking, walking. Stop. Look at that. Okay, don't fall off. That's my goal for you today. Walking all around now. And you stop. Can you stop with your hands at your sides? 2 feet on the floor. Facing the teacher. That's me. Without saying anything more. Good job. Wow, that was a good one. Walking, walking. And stop. Yeah, I noticed Asher was looking for empty spaces while he was walking that time. Let's see who can look for empty spaces this time while you're walking. I see a big empty space right here. Walking, walking. Empty spaces. And stop. And we stop with our hands at our sides. 2 feet on the floor. Facing the teacher without saying anything more. Which helps us facilitate whatever's coming next, right? So we're focused on the next thing. Walking, walking. And you stop. Thanks for stopping with your hands at your sides, 2 feet on the floor, facing the teacher. Looks like you're getting so good at that. Good job. Now we're going to add some specific pathways, which is a skill above what we just did, which is kind of walking wherever you want to go. Can we go to the next one? Ms. Wolfinger, thank you. Now, this is just a little helpful locomotor versus non-locomotor movement. Okay, so sometimes we're going to be the fish and swim around. Ready? Let's get swimming. Pum pa-da-dum, pum pa-da-dum, pum pa-da-dum, pum pum, pum pa-da-dum, pum pa-da-dum, pa-da-dum, pum 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 pum. And how do we stop with our hands at our sides? 2 feet on the floor. Bum, bum, bum. And now turn to some seaweed. Glue your seaweed feet down. La la la, ba dee dee, ba la dum, ba bum, ba dum, ba ba la dum, ba la dum, ba bum. I saw a lot of people stop with my hands. Ooh, good job. Fish time. Bum, ba da da ba ba da ba, bum, ba da da ba bee, bum, ba da bum ba da bum, ba da da ba bum ba bum. Good job. I'm taking myself out because it's really tight. You guys do it safely. Let's see who can do it and always have empty space around you. Ready, fish? Go. Bum, ba da da bum ba da da, bum, ba da da ba bee, bum, ba da da bum ba da bum, ba da da ba bum ba bum. Ooh, some people have their eyes on the teacher, even though I tricked you. Seaweed hands. This time I'm going to have a song in my mind. I wonder if we could swim like a school of fish this time, and you follow the red guy. The Dr. Seuss fish. He's your leader. Ready? See if you can go the same way he's going. But still, keep yourself to yourself and move with space around you. Double check that where you are, there's some empty space around you. Let's see. I see a lot of people with empty space. Ooh, good job. School of fish time. Bum, ba, da, dum, bum, ba, da, bum, ba, da, dum, ba, bum. I notice sometimes he goes down, and sometimes he goes down. And now hands down for me. Now we're choosing some pathways. Okay. Miss Wolfinger, help me hit you with the next one. Let's see. It's walk time. Walking along a curvy road, walking along the road. Life is a journey, I've been told, walking along the road. Ba 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 bum. Ba da dum ba dum ba bum. Ba ba bum ba 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 bum. Ba dum ba dum bum bum. Now we're gonna walk along the zigzag road. Walking along a zigzag road, walking along the road. Life is a journey, I've been told, walking along the road. Caitlin had the most empty space the whole time. Good job to you. Let's see who has empty space this time. Walking along a zigzag road, walking along the road. Yeah, you can change which way you go. Life is a journey, I've been told, walking along the road. Yes. Ooh, I saw Asher had a lot of empty space that time. Ba 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 ba. Ba da da ba 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 ba. Ba da da ba 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 ba. Ba dum ba dum bum bum. Now we need a straight road. How about tiptoe on a straight road? But you can turn, because we're going to run out of road. Tiptoe along a straight road, tiptoe along the road. Life is a journey, I've been told, tiptoe along the road. Yeah, Aria had the most space that time. Ba 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 ba. Ba da da ba 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 ba. Ba da da ba 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 ba. Ba dum ba bum bum bum. Who wants to choose the next movement that we do from the movement words on the board? Who wants to choose the next one? River. Crawling, that's the hardest one to do safely. Who can do one of the pathways? Pick one of the pathways for us. Caleb. Zigzag pathway. This is going to be so fun on stage. Let's see who has empty space while we do this. This is going to be tough. Yeah, I see. Ooh, Harper's already looking for empty space. Good job to you. Crawling along a zigzag road, crawling along the road. Life is a journey, I've been told, crawling along the road. Ba 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 ba. Ba da da ba 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 ba. Ba da da ba 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 ba. Ba dum ba ba bum bum. Now this time, everybody look at the words. And it's going to be a surprise what you pick. Don't tell anybody. You pick your own movement and pathway. Ready? If you're ready, put your hand on your shoulder. Almost ready. If you're ready, put a hand on your shoulder. And I'm going to say, moving along a certain road. All right, and then you do the movement that you picked. And I'll see if I can guess what everybody picked. Moving along a certain road, moving along the road. Life is a journey I've been told, moving along the road. Ba 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 da da ba 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 da di ba 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 da. Wow, the rest of that song was in my mind already, even though I wasn't singing it. Ba-dum, ba-dum-bum-bum. And back to your dot and sit right down. Back to your dot, sit down. Ba-da-da-dee, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-da-dee, ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-da-dee-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum. I don't know if this works with me like here and then the kids can look at you instead of to the side. Well, try it. Here we are. Okay, pick up your paintbrush. Yeah, a lot of artists. See if you can copy me. Right here. Bum 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 ba ba dum bum ba dum bum 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 ba ba da ba bum 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 ba da 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 da. And just the border. Ba ba da da bum ba da 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 da. Now splatters. Ba 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 da da bum bum ba ba dum bum bum. Who can paint a triangle with my hands? Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Yes, anybody in the audience can do a triangle if you want to. I see some of the kids that jumped in, which is great. Ba 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 ba. Now we're going to paint with our hands, two hands. Ready? Get your paint bucket ready. Bum, 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 ba, da, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, 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 ba, da, 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 dum. Bum, 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 ba, da, 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 dum. Border. Ba, di, da, 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 ba, da, ba, 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 da, ba, bum. Splatters. Ba 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 da ba bum bum ba da ba ba bum. Triangle. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba bum bum bum. And now let's see. We actually have a picture to paint up here. That's beyond this moment. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, take out your paintbrushes.
Sorry, guys.
That's not a song. That was a little surprise. I heard it sound like that one time. But this one. All right, that's all right. Oh, the technology. Okay, this I did, let me see. So fun. Okay. All right. Now try it with two hands. Paint it with two hands. On a canvas. your elbow. Okay, with your head. Your head is the paintbrush. It's a curved pathway. Okay, with your foot. But don't stand up. I see some kids in the audience painting with their feet. So fun. See if you can walk on the nap. That's really tough. Good job. No one's even bumping. Good job. Okay, come back for the next one. Okay, hands. It's a zigzag pathway. Good job, guys. Will you sit down? Kind of where you are, just in a spread out spot. There it is. Okay. Let's see where that pointer is. This does the red laser thingy. Oh, there it is. Okay. Look at that, guys. Right there. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, let's see that. See if you can follow this pathway. Let's go. Okay, guys, look. Paint this picture. For you today. There's a lot of different options for pathway explorations. So those are just some options for you. Thanks a lot, friends. Have a seat. Thanks for coming. That was awesome. We now have a presentation by Ms. Mary Gray. She's beginning her 9th year teaching music and 4th year teaching general music at Charter School of Inquiry in Buffalo. She has her BA in music from Western Carolina University, BA in Hispanic Studies, and MAT in music from East Carolina University. She carries GIML Level 1 certifications in both general music and choral tracks. She is a member of WINOSA and New York GIML and will be co-chairing the All-County Elementary Blue Chorus this year with Laura Biddle. We present to you Miss Mary Gray.
Y'all heard that song before? It's one of my favorite songs right now. So if we'll go to the next slide. My question for you today is, what is your stage song? What gets you hyped to get on that stage? That stage could be here, like in this auditorium, or it could be up in front of the classroom. What gets you going in the morning? What gets you motivated? What gets you excited to be in the classroom? Musically, what can you get down to? This summer, I attended a Teaching Black History conference at UB, and one of the keynote speakers was Dr. Toby Jenkins. And she just recently, over the last couple of months, published a book called The Hip Hop Mindset. And it truly is just that. How you think, what you do, and what you do with it. If you could do the next transition, please. The first part that she really talked about was drive. So a hunger, a competitiveness, what you do with your community and how you bring yourself out there. This is where I start to talk to the kids about a cipher. In hip hop music and culture, the cipher is where students make a circle, and in the center of that circle, they either dance, they rap, whatever it is that makes them shine. And we get excited. We're super competitive. We bring our best out. We see ourselves as who we want to be and not just who we are right now. This drive can be seen in anything in society, not just in the music room. Think about if you want that award at work. If you want that teacher of the year, you got to see yourself there and bring yourself to it. A lot of hip hop music that we hear today is just that. A lot of folks have humble beginnings, and some not so much. But being authentic in that and bringing that forward, that's one of the things that we can do to support ourselves and support each other, to have honor and care about where we come from. Another is approach. And Dr. Jenkins described this as what you create that's important, that makes things bigger. In music, this is making your own beats, your own rhymes, using your instrument in the way that is new and creative and innovative. We stand tall because of those that came before us. So this approach is original. It's something that you create, something that you make better, and something you strive for each time. And finally, Dr. Jenkins refers to posture. This talks about your confidence as an individual, claiming the space that you're in and commanding attention. Specifically, she also talks about failure. I don't know about you guys, but I don't get it right the first time every time. So in the music classroom, having that failure is something to learn from and to grow from. So don't be nervous if you're not doing so well, or everything hasn't gone the way you wanted, or, oh, I didn't think about that. What if the music doesn't play like I wanted it to, right? So being able to be prepared and seeing things from the future, that is seeing yourself in the success that you want to be. And in my music classroom, that's something that we strive to do with that mindset. And we don't need to have the hip hop music element. We can have any music that makes us strive to be better. For those of you who have a packet, those of you teachers who have a packet, Inside of this portion of the presentation is a thank you card. I'd like you to go ahead and take that out. If you have this thank you card and you have something to write with, I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes to kind of think of something that you would like to thank yourself for. Bringing yourself into this space where you can be successful, be your best, strive for more, and that excellence that you want, getting home at 4 o'clock so you can watch your favorite TV show because your goal is you and the things that you want to be. So go ahead and write yourself a thank you note. I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes to do that. If you're still writing that thank you note, continue to do so. This is your chance to thank yourself. It doesn't have to stop today. I don't know about you guys, but when I wrote my thank you note, I thanked myself for pushing my boundaries to become something bigger and better to meet my long-term goals. I also thanked myself for feeding my cats this morning. So truly, this can be as personal as you want it to be. Take it as far as you want, or not, but use this time to appreciate yourself and everything that you do. Personally, I don't like to do that very often. I kind of get uncomfortable when I thank myself for things that I've done, because you're supposed to feed your cats. But you know what? That's a big thing. Stepping up, taking that shower, getting to where you gotta be, bringing your kids to this wonderful event, that's a big step. That's doing something for you and doing something for those around you. That's hip-hop minded. If we can go to the next slide, please. Thank you. So let's talk about how this looks in the music room. So representing your students' cultures and heritage. One thing that my school does, Charter School of Inquiry, is that we try to infuse African American culture and Africana diaspora culture into our classroom as the foundation of what we're teaching. So a lot of what I get to do is learn about people different than me and share that with my classmates. So one thing that I like to do is incorporate that with all of the things seen and heard, such as the music, the books that we cover. For those of you staying for our lunch today, I have some great resources that I've shared in the printout, also brought for you to peruse if you'd like to check it out. Also making sure that you use recordings and the famous folks that you refer to. I want my students to see success in society outside of their classroom with people that look just like them. So what I do is I try my best to find that in my presentations. So in this case, one of the books that I love to do with my first graders and second graders is reading Trombone Shorty. He's a professional musician, plays jazz music from Treme, which is a suburb of New Orleans. And he's written 2 children's books, Trombone Shorty and the 5 O'Clock Band is the second one. But I also found a really fantastic video, which hopefully plays today, it's okay if it doesn't, of him performing at the White House. No worries. This is the visual here. But if you love his music, there's a really great one that I like to use called Hurricane that has no lyrics. And I don't know if you guys did this, but a couple years back, Target was selling these small dinosaur musician toys, just like little, I don't know, playing instruments. and I set them up in their little second line stance, and we practice, and we go all the way around the classroom. Where are you at? And we demonstrate how important that culture is to jazz music, a precursor to hip hop. Keeping that mindset going, taking this from a thought to something you can do. And I love doing that with my students in the classroom. We can go on to the next one. Thanks for holding in, guys. Another thing that it looks like is building a community. My students, my goal is that they support each other and put themselves out there. Each grade level has an opportunity to perform independently in class, almost every class period that we have. And this is important to me because this is the opportunity for students to share what they are doing, to grow in what they're doing, and to work together. One of my favorite things that we do at the Charter School of Inquiry is also inquiry-based learning. So on top of students being able to explore the things that they like to do, build things that they do in the classroom musically with instruments and creation, is that they get a chance to share their opinions. We also like to go on field trips so that students can see what we're studying in the field. In this example, I have some students who created their own notation. So I taught them a piece of music this last week of them singing some music from the Solomon Islands, which is in the Pacific. And in the call and response, they got to decide what kind of rhythm they wanted to do. And while we have gone over notation, I wanted to give them a chance to kind of create what they wanted. So when they presented at the end of the class period, they had to be able to perform as a group their created pattern in the responses and show everyone their personally created notation. And they got to decide how they want to do it. You can see the two examples there. And then they would share it with their classmates and explain how it works and why it works that way. Giving them a chance to show what they're doing and practice sharing that with others to build. Ooh, we don't have to click on the link, but thank you. We'll just go to the next page. Thank you. Okay, and a final thing that Dr. Jenkins refers to is allowing students to shine, allowing them to do those ciphers, to improvise and create their own new stuff that may not be planned, or if it is planned, they don't know how good it could be. So they also like to, I do this through auditions. I don't know if you guys have this issue, but when I have auditions, it can be a little scary when the students don't get exactly what they wanted. Not everybody can be the lead. So this is a great opportunity for the students to feel what it is to grow. I like to use rubrics a lot so that they can show what to get better on, and also self-reflect as well as working in groups to reflect on that as well. I'm not sure if the sound will work, and that's totally okay, but this is some commercials that my 6th graders did a couple of years ago. We layered it with acoustic sound, so there's speakers, the students videotaped this, there's instrumental music that they created to go in this, and they chose everything that they did. In this particular example, they were talking about their shoes that they were selling, because it's got the drip, you know what I'm saying? So they did some movement in their shoes, because you know shoes make you dance better. If you didn't know that, now you know. So, but the kids loved it. And then we went on a field trip to check out audio engineering at Buff State. The kids had the best time. They got a chance to see where they could be and learn from those that they could be learning from. And this was, that we had 6 or I think it was 8 different examples of commercials. And we got a chance to look at them and reflect on them and share them with others. And this, I think the kids are really successful. I'm really proud of what they did. Now, we can go to the next slide as well. This is good. All right, so let's talk about hip hop music. Not just the mindset, but the music. We can stop there, thank you. In hip hop music, I like to talk about where everything came from, the origins, right? So what I'll do is I'll have my students work independently on thinking about what they think hip hop culture and music is, what it means, and where it goes from there. In this example, I like to talk about the origins of some folks that really inspired it. James Brown, who many say inspired hip-hop music before it came. Also MC Hammer and his dancing, and of course MC abilities. We check out some of the videos that he's created on commercials, some interviews that he did with Jimmy Kimmel, and then I'll break them up into 2 or 3 different groups. Maybe one group's reading DJ Kool Herc's How the Beat Was Born, and they get to learn about what it's like to be a DJ from the beginning. They also get to learn about how these origins may be male-facing, but there's female representation as well. MC Light, and many others. And how it's not just an African-American thing. It's also an Afro-Caribbean, Afro-Latino thing. Even today, anybody can share it, and it influences other types of music to begin with as well. So a lot of the music that we see today exists because hip-hop came first. And most importantly, in my opinion, hip-hop did not come from the older folks in Congress. It came from our youth, the kids creating and trying new things. And over decades, building that and growing from that. And so then I would have the kids do a rotation where they would go to the next section, and they would get to do something, learn about something else, such as, well, in this particular case, maybe Grand Wizard Theodore and the art of the scratch. And then as they're working in these groups, they're going to be building their own definition. What is hip-hop culture? What is the music? And what does that have to do with the origin? And as they work in these groups, they're going to be building those, and towards the end of class, over 3 or 4 class periods, we will create our own definition of hip-hop culture and music. This is an example of a bulletin board that these students, and many more, created last year. And each time that they came, we would write down different numbers. We would X out things, we would add numbers, and we would draw some lines and say, okay, these are what they're referring to. And then we would build our own definition based off of what we had learned. This is an inquiry-based learning project, and it's a way to get the kids really invested in growing on these things, and I think they learned a lot from that. And finally, we would do a project. A project where the kids get to show me what they think, where they get to create their own rap. So we use Crow Music Lab Rhythm. They create their own beats. And if you've ever used Crow Music Lab, you may know that it doesn't save, so I would create a worksheet. And on that worksheet, they would draw what the rhythm maker had written using the iconic notation. Underneath, they would start building their ideas, right? What's my hip-hop rap gonna be about? Who's gonna have these things happen to? What's gonna happen to them? Am I gonna talk about my friends or my favorite color or my favorite food? Or maybe just how great I am? So these students last year were very successful. And some of them will be sharing some of that with you today. So once they prepare all of these things, they create all of these things independently, I have them work with peers, someone that they feel like they can trust. And while they're working with their partner, they build and grow what they're doing. So, oh, I like that beat. That doesn't really fit very well. Can we change these words? You know what, that doesn't really rhyme. Can we, I know we can make up words, but can we try to find a word that we don't have to make up so that they can rhyme? And then they get a chance to present for their classmates. And in this presentation, they'll be graded for the 3 main elements of a good rap. The beat, the rhyme itself with the words, the flow, and the presentation. How excited they are about doing what it is that they're doing. After they're graded for that, I look at their worksheet and see how well they do with their planning to see how successful that presentation was. How much of that was planned and how much of that was just made up about 5 minutes ago, right? So we try to do that to keep it going. So today we have a couple of students who are going to be presenting some of their rap for you. And I can see the music. All right, now. Y'all get excited for these folks. Hold on. Thank you for waiting. Let's do it.
Yo, are. Man, I got a story to tell. It's a good one. We all know how to spell music, right? M-U-S-I-C. M is for that, magic tune. U is for useful like a what the fuck is blues. S is for scotch tape, cause I don't know why. I is for intriguing what I'm trying to be. Now I'm done, I have my fun. Now I pass the mic to another one.
All right, let's go to the next slide if you don't mind. Maybe one more. There we go. Okay. And finally, after you've started trying to fill yourself with this hip-hop mindset as a music educator, how do you do it in the classroom? Like, how do you get there, right? So what I like to use, and personally I include this in every lesson that I teach, is I refer to the culturally responsive literacy framework by Miss Goldie Muhammad. And the book is called Cultivating Genius. She creates this framework with 4 essential elements that can help set you in the mind of making connections with your students and making this a student-minded lesson, culturally and behaviorally, when you start your lesson. And this can be for any content that you use. So the first element is identity. How will my students see themselves in the work that they do today? This could be about how you see yourself independently, how you feel like you want to portray yourself, how you want your group to be seen, how you want your school to be seen, how you want your family to be seen. These are all elements that I don't know about you guys, but they are not necessarily seen and heard. This is not a book I can necessarily pull out and say, hey guys, can you read this book and make connections with me? Think about it. When you're growing up, how important is reading to your family? How important is speaking to people and having patience? What do you do if you get mad? What do you do if you're scared? How do you handle that? This is all part of your identity, things that aren't necessarily seen and heard, but ways that you behave, how you handle yourself. So being able to recognize that, knowing where you personally come from and where your students can share where they come from, that helps with that identity feature. Next is skill. In this particular case, it could be the objectives that you cover in the classroom, or maybe group skills, how they communicate with others. The third category is called intellectuality. And this one's my favorite because I'm like a big history nerd. So I like to tell my kids where the music comes from, when it was. One of the things that I absolutely dislike is having a resource that's absolutely amazing, but trying to figure out where that song is really difficult. Oh, it's a folk song. Well, let me tell you about this folk song. It came from Afro-Caribbean enslaved folks in the 1700s. They came from the Bahamas, and in this particular case, they were working within the home. Is that what we might see as a folk song that maybe our children might sing? One might think not, but let me tell you, the origins of a lot of our music can be like that, and we don't even know it. So I think it's important that our kids know where our songs come from and how that connects with them. And maybe it'll have a certain kind of connection that's positive, maybe it'll be negative, but it gives us a safe space to have those real conversations. That's one of the things I love about my school, is that I can ask my students, have you been treated differently because of the color of your skin? Can you share that with us? What do you want us to know? How can we learn from that? Those conversations don't happen with grown-ups a lot of time. But I love my kids. They have that empathy. And that's something that we can do with our intellectuality. And the final portion is criticality. How will my students advocate for themselves? How can I advocate for my students? How can I make those things important come out and shine for them? How can I share about my identity? How can I share about these hard conversations? So having this in mind when I write my lesson gives me a chance to connect further with my students, and it's something I strive for every day. It's real hard, because all of us have different expectations of the same words, different perspectives of the same content. So having this set up at the beginning of every lesson in my lesson plan helps me to be successful in my classroom. And thank you so much for coming to this portion of the presentation. Congratulations.
All right, thank you so much everybody for coming, for presenting. We just have a few awards to present to the teachers who presented today. Scotch tape, I like that. Okay, let's get the chorus teachers up here. Miss Julie Furlong, come on up. Miss Ada Wolfanger, come on up. Thank you. Miss Hills, come up. Yeah, first grade. Okay, and Miss Gray, come up. Thank you, Miss Gray.
DesJardins.
One more quick round of applause for the presenters. Here we are. So our final performance is going to be from the chorus, and also my kids are jumping in with them, my finder's friends. Come on up. This is the last thing.
This is just a moment of learning. It's pretty repetitive. There's a lot of ooh, and it goes like this. Bring a little sunshine. So are we ready to go? Yeah. All right, here we go. 1, 2, sing.
I'll show you how to keep it nice.
parents, teachers, students, and friends of our performers and presenters today. Thank you so much for joining us this morning in support of music education. Let's have one more round of applause for all presenters and all of our performers today. We hope as we leave today that you're able to take away new insight into how music helps students grow, not only musically but also cooperatively, as music is so often a collaborative experience. In order to avoid chaos and confusion, presenters will take their students to their assigned classrooms and dismiss them to parents from there. Teachers who are staying for the roundtable discussion, we will be meeting in the cafeteria. Just take a right when you exit the auditorium. Okay, thank you so much. I'm so thankful, parents, families that have brought your kids out here on a Saturday morning. Many blessings to you. Have a great day. Goodbye.